I got a question for the congregation. For you, Mitch, man, if you can answer it, help us out. Help me out. That's how I feel. So why did God create life? You had the Adam and Eve starting life and things of that nature, and then wiped all life and started over. So why did God create life? I have my hypothesis on that, but what do you think, Mitch, man?
Well, God created us so we could worship Him. So we could worship Him. Uh,
Really?
for for the gift of the life that we have, all the things, the air, the food that He provides,
Hmm.
everything, the transportation. Man didn't create anything. Okay. God put it in our brains.
Hmm.
Everything that we have, all that we have, and I believe this, it was from God. Even if man said he
I
created
get it.
electricity,
I
so
get it.
to worship him, because at any given time, we could be gone. We could be
So what?
gone.
So
So
why does
that's it.
God, if He's the Almighty, why does
Yes,
He need anybody to worship Him?
that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And
Yeah.
I don't have
Uh,
a definite, a finite
yeah.
answer for
Hmm.
that right there.
Hmm.
That's a great
Hmm.
question. You know,
Yeah.
maybe a
Yeah.
biblical scholar could say something about that. But
Probably.
we're
Probably.
here to worship and give praise
Yeah.
uh, to the
I
Almighty.
would
That's all I could say.
I would
And what
say
you
the
think?
only thing that I can think of, if someone was to ask me that question, why did God create life? I would say God created life because He is innovative. And and when I say innovative in the sense where He came up with this life, animals, everything, food, whatever, growth, the life of anything. He came up with, and that was a genius way of coming up with something. He created the earth. He created everything. So since he created all these things, that was his, I don't know if you could say project, but it was his thing. It's like, all right, I made this. This is great. You know. Now we messed it up once he created
Hmm.
everything.
Yes.
Went crazy, did these different things, and a lot of bad things happened in the past or whatever. And here's a restart, here's a reboot, here's
Woo!
a whatever, right? That has happened. So, I mean, I don't think, in congregation, y'all can help me out with this. I don't think there's going to be another coming of Jesus. I just don't think that he's coming again. He's already came. He's done his deed that God created him to do.
Hey,
Right. I think he's already done it. And since he's already done it, now he lets you know that, God is within you now.
yes.
He's within you. He doesn't need to come back and do anything for anyone being, because if you can follow God's, what God has for you,
Hmm.
then I think you're fine. What are your thoughts?
I'm just
Am I
asking you. You say
stretch?
you
It's
don't.
a
No, no, no,
stretch.
no, 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 no.
Oh.
Just great conversation again.
Hmm.
People. Um, you say you don't think he's coming back again, but
Hmm.
he should be coming back again for his children. It's going to be a day of judgment.
Okay, so
If you
so you saying
believe
it's
that,
gonna
people. If you believe that, people, it
mhm.
will be a day of judgment where uh
Judge who? When you say judgment, you're
judgment.
saying what? Are you
Uh,
saying that God is going to
all
come
of us.
back and ask each and every person that's currently living? Because the people that already passed away, they already have their judgment, right? Is that
Well,
what you're saying?
they passed away. They passed
Well,
away.
but I'm saying
But
judgment. We're talking about
yes,
judgment. We're talking
yes,
about,
yes. Well, the
because
judgment, yes.
uh-huh.
And look, we when we're here in the world and then we pass on, uh, for the people that's going to be currently still, whenever the Lord, no man knoweth the hour when he shall return. Um, and I'm sounding like somebody who can quote different things, but no, it will be a day. We say day of reckoning when the Lord comes back. and for his chosen people, the people that accepted him, you know, and we will be with him in heaven. Wherever you may think heaven is,
Well,
there's so many different
mhm,
religions that say different
yeah,
things about,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
I
I'm
agree
not
with that.
even going to go into that, but it's so
Yeah,
many different. But
yeah.
for the believers, yes, it will be a day that he will come back and
Oh, so
bring
he's
his
gonna come
flock with
back
him. That's all I say.
and take them where? Only because the reason why I say this is because I get we are a vessel right now, right? I get that. We're
Yes,
just
we
a
are.
vessel.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
I
100%.
think when somebody asks me, "Who are you?" I think I'm a spirit, not so much, the body that I'm, the flesh that I'm in. You said the flesh is weak and all
Hmm.
this and that, but that's just the
Yes,
flesh. So
yes,
once you drop this body, now you become a spirit. Correct? Am I correct
yes,
about
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I believe
so
that.
so if I become a spirit and now my soul is either going to damnation
Yes,
or to heaven to worship. And
yes,
when I say worship, that means every day, all day, 24/7, worshiping God,
right,
praying, because you don't need anything now because you don't have the body anymore.
right.
So you don't need to eat. You don't need to do none of that stuff because you're just a spirit. You're just a spiritual being. So all you're doing is worship. That's
Yeah,
our goal, to be 24/7 worshiping God.
right, right.
That's basically what it is. And we don't even know. I don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah,
Or feels
that's
like.
that Cain,
I
unfathomable.
don't know.
We
Yes,
can't.
because some people be like, man, I don't believe that. No.
Yeah,
What am I going to be doing? Even
yeah.
if I am a thought, even if
No
I am a
time out.
soul, a thought, a spirit, you know, what am I
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah,
am I? Am I just, I'm praying, I'm doing this 24/7?
yeah.
Because you
That's
don't
how.
do you even care about your siblings and family anymore? Because it doesn't matter at that point, because you're not going to see them in the same light that you've seen them on earth. So
Right.
you wouldn't even know, or you wouldn't know anything. All you know is you're in line with the rest of the spirits and you're praising and worshiping God.
Yes. Yes.
Does God need you to worship him? Because you're the creation. So I need you, since I created you, I need you to worship me. Is that what we're saying?
Just willingly. The one thing the Lord gives us, He gives us
I'm talking
all.
about
We have
when
a
you do go.
choice.
I get that. I get that. Yeah, willingly you submit it to God. I get it. I get it. So
Yes.
now you submit it. Now you've dropped your body, and now you're in heaven as a
Mm-hmm.
soul spirit. And once you're
Yes.
there, you're just praising Him day in, 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Is
It's a Holy
that
Ghost party.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not a party because it's just spirits around you, and all the spirits are doing this
You know what I
24/7.
mean, Kane? Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Just a question.
But
Hey,
don't make it
congregation.
sound so, not so
This is what we're
bad.
getting from.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the things that people have written and what they think that it looks like. I guess no one really knows
Right.
what
Right. Right.
is the afterlife, if there is
Mm-hmm.
one. Some people feel like there's no afterlife. When you're dead, you're gone. You're just back into the earth. You
Mm-hmm.
disintegrate and you're back into the earth, and it's recycled. You know, same thing.
Right. Right.
People
Right. Right.
step on you. You're dirt. You're nothing now. And then the next people come upon. But it's just interesting how some people feel that way, and some people feel like, hey, I want to be up there praising. And I know that some people, you on earth, you see people praising every day, all day, and you feel a certain type of way. So just think
Ah,
about doing it 24/7.
yes. Well, yeah. When we see it here, it's something else. Yeah.
If it's the same
Yeah.
way, it may not be
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
same way.
Right.
Praising after death may be totally different than praising while in this body that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
It may be different. It may not be the same. And we're just the only thing we got to compare it to is what we do now. You know, It's a lot of unanswered questions, and I'm
It
just
is.
asking the congregation. Maybe y'all ran across something or did some deep dive digging into these scriptures and or books, because there's so many different books out there. I'm not just saying the Bible,
Yes.
but there's other books that are out there that people witness things and wrote their wrote what they witnessed or whatever,
Yes.
and somebody interpreted what they wrote, and then they put it in the form where we can read it today. So it's just a question. Just a question for you guys. What do y'all think? How do y'all feel about it? I mean, I understand he created us. He created life. He started with Adam and
Yes.
Eve.
Uh-huh.
But what's the purpose? What's the purpose of him doing that when he's almighty and he doesn't need us?
And I tell you what, and a question that I ask myself at times. In congregation, I want you to ask yourself this question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the purpose of your individual life? What is your purpose? What are you here for? Are you just here to be the nurse, the doctor, uh, the trash man, the secretary? What is your purpose in life?
I think that we will never know that, because what we would always say is what feels good to me. So whatever
Mm.
you're doing, if you, just like you said, you like to help people, you feel like that's your purpose because it feels
Oh
good.
no,
It make you
it's
feel
something
good.
more.
You know what I
Might be
mean? But
something
I'm
more.
I'm just saying, like, some people may feel that. That's just an example. Oh,
Mhm.
my purpose is to be this, to heal people, in the emergency room or whatever, right? So we have all these purposes that we come up with, but you'll never know what your purpose is unless you're guided by God. And a lot of people
Woo!
feel like they can control and dictate how their life goes. That's the hardest
Mm.
thing, to just relinquish power and just be guided versus dictate how your life goes.
I
Interesting.
like it. I
Yeah,
like
for
it.
sure. Anything else you got, bro?
No, I believe we need to take up a collection. Somebody sing a hymn right now. Let's go.
Oh man. Sing a hymn, we'll let it play, and then Cash App us on the way. For sure.
Boy, he sound like old corrupt one. Hey, I watch him.
For sure, for sure. Hey, as always, man, give us a thumbs up, share us, man,
Yes.
subscribe, push it out so we can
Come on.
grow this family, and we can talk about different things that are on your mind and
Yes.
things that are on our
Yes.
mind. That's how we do it. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Hey, baby.
Do something. Let's go. Come on, y'all.
For sure. Right below me, hey, we have a playlist of similar interests and social issues and things that you are interested into. Click on it.
And congregation, just where I'm pointing. This is what YouTube recommends for you to watch because of the content that you've seen of us. Click it,
For sure.
watch
Do
it,
it for us.
and
Below.
share it.